everyone, welcome to Punneit's Astrology. This video is a very interesting video, I feel. You know why? Because a lot of questions have been asked to me. I have got my few friends asking me the same question, because if you know a bit of astrology, you will understand a concept called debilitation of planets, which is called planets ka neech ho jana. So what exactly is this debilitation? Let us find out. So, debilitation is a concept in astrology where the planet is, as per the general belief, loses all of his powers and henceforth does give you bad result. But is it that case? Because if you study, there are many famous personalities who have debilitated planets in their horoscope. So is it really giving them a bad result? I don't think so. So what exactly is causing this issue related to debilitated planets all around the astrology world, and people are fearing from the debilitation of planets, trying to buy stones, trying somehow and to cure the problems that they feel debilitated planets or niche planets is giving you. Before that, first of all, you have to understand what debilitation means, what is actually debilitation, and what effects each planet can give you on the debilitation aspect actually. So first of all, debilitation can be, this is what my understanding is, what I have experienced in astrology. Debilitation actually is not that the planet goes bad, but planet goes weak. The planet becomes really uncomfortable to give its positive results to you, and therefore you feel the lack of that result or lack of that energy. And the best example that I can give is Venus being debilitated. Venus is debilitated in the sign of Virgo. So what will happen if Venus gets debilitated? Will Venus go bad? No. Venus being in Virgo means Venus goes into a sign which is very practical, and Venus is not a practical person. Venus is a romantic planet. Venus wants romance, Venus wants happy things, Venus is luxury, whereas Virgo is very calculative. If you see in the Kal Purush, Virgo is in the 6th house, very calculation, job, recurring things. Whereas Venus gets exalted, means most happy, in the 12th house, the house of expense. This means what? If 12th house is house of expense and Venus is exalted in that house, for a Kal Purush, that means Venus gets exalted in the sign of Pisces, Venus gets debilitated exactly 7th from itself. So this means if a planet gets exalted in one of the zodiac, exactly from 7th from itself, the planet will get debilitated. Sun gets exalted in Libra, Sun gets debilitated in Libra, but it gets exalted in Aries, which is 7th from Libra. Similarly, Jupiter gets exalted in Cancer, gets debilitated in Capricorn, 7th from itself. So what exactly debilitation is? Debilitation can be said as a pessimistic approach of a planet. It is like too much of goodness in the past life has given you bad results in this life. If a planet is debilitated in this life, that means there can be a very good chance that the planet was exalted in your past life horoscope or the past birth horoscope, because you have had enough of that, and now the universe wants you to feel what will happen if you don't get that. So you can miss this is actually a misconception that a debilitated planet is actually bad, or debilitation of a planet is actually harmful for you, or you have to buy a stone to do a remedy for that, or you need to do puja, greh shanti. No. You have to understand true dignity of a planet. So in this video, I will only explain about what debilitation of different planet in different rashis, in their respective rashis is actually, so that you get a brief idea on why the planet are debilitated and why they are giving that results. So we start with Sun. Sun gets debilitated in a sign of Libra because Libra is a sign of balance. Sun is not balanced. Sun is ego. Sun shines. Sun is not. Sun is actually not balanced. So Sun doesn't want to balance things actually. Sun, and also Libra is a sign where Sun sets. If Sun rises in the Aries, Sun sets in Libra. So Sun is weak. Therefore it's debilitated. Similarly, Moon gets debilitated in the sign of Scorpio, where Scorpio is the 8th house. So whenever Moon sits in Scorpio, it gives the results of natural 8th house of that horoscope. Because Moon goes into a house which is of hard thinking, occult, spirituality, supernatural things, something unexpected, and obviously your man or your mind and internal body will not want expected things coming out. You will get puzzled. So Moon in 8th house makes a person puzzled. So if your Moon is debilitated, it means you lack that energy within yourself to understand things. Either you will become obsessive towards, or you will become disinterest. You will have disinterest towards so many things. Also, if Jupiter gets debilitated, so Jupiter is an expanding planet. Jupiter is also a teacher. Jupiter gets debilitated in the sign of Capricorn. In the sign of Capricorn, Jupiter doesn't want to achieve any rank, he wants to teach. But he says everybody in military action because Mars gets exalted there. It is also the sign of Saturn. It is also Prithvi Tattva. So Jupiter cannot expand. Jupiter finds confinement in that house. So you see how planets, when goes into the sign of the debilitation, becomes highly uncomfortable. Some or the reason they are not able to expand their horizon. They are not able to perform the duties which they have been assigned for. For example, if you take Mercury, Mercury gets debilitated in the sign of Pisces. Now you have to understand two concepts. In Pisces, Venus gets exalted, Mercury gets debilitated. Why? Because Pisces is the sign of 12th house. 12th house is expenses, loss. And Mercury rules your efforts and your 6th house, which is the house of job, calculation, the Upchaya houses. But Venus is luxury. You cannot get luxury without spending a lot of money, without working out or throwing out your personality. Mercury don't want calculations. Venus don't want calculation. But Mercury is a highly calculative planet. And Venus goes extremely happy in an ecstatic phase there. But what does Mercury say? I want to calculate. But this is a sign where I cannot calculate. How do I survive here? So the survival of the planet is at stake. The planet's own identity is lost. So the planet doesn't know whether and what and how he should give the result. Similarly, if you take an example of Saturn, Saturn is debilitated in the sign of Aries and exalted in the sign of Libra. Now we all know how powerful Saturn is. Saturn wants balance in society. Saturn wants that good should get good, bad should get bad. That's why we call Saturn as Kalm Phal Data. Because whatever good or bad or whatever actions or whatever karma we will have, we will get results accordingly. This is the property of Saturn. But what is Aries? Aries is birth, Aries is desire. Aries is desire to exist. And any strong desire to exist is focused on yourself. Then you will not think about balance. You will think about what can I do for myself? How can I achieve something? What are the ways in which I can modify my life? I can uplift my life. I can become famous. Because Saturn hates that. Saturn says, why are you being selfish? Why are you thinking about yourself? Why do you have so much of ambitions? Why you think so much, and why you have so much of anger, desire, passion? Because Saturn is a passive planet and Aries is ruled by Mars, high in energy, very hot planet, Agni Tattva. Saturn is very cold planet. So Saturn almost loses its power in Aries. So it's highly uncomfortable. So you see, the real reason behind debilitation is planets being uncomfortable. But suppose if you are in a friend's house or in any house and you don't get AC in a very hot night, but there is still a fan, will you be very angry towards that house? And if you see that having a fan is good enough at that point of time, you won't react. You will say it's okay. That's the avastha of debilitated planets. If a debilitated planet is aspected or is conjunct by a benefic planet or a functional benefic of your horoscope, or the debilitated planet is in 1st, 5th or 9th house or 10th house, the debilitation effect goes down. That means that planet is ready to adjust. But if a debilitation happens in 6th, 8th and 12th, then you can consider that the planet can give some negative result, again depending upon your own planetary positions, a complete dasha, mahadasha. And that planet can give bad results in the dasha, antardasha and pratyantar dasha of the houses that they rule and they themselves. So it's actually not that a debilitated planet is a bad thing in your horoscope. Sometimes being debilitated actually helps you. Suppose there would have been a yoga in your horoscope which causes a lot of enemies to come in your life. But the planet who is doing that is debilitated. The planet doesn't have the strength to do that. So God saved you in that way. Okay, that planet may not give you some things related to that properties. You may not get complete property, you will lack that. But it actually saved you from so many things. The only thing debilitation of a planet will do is it will not allow you to understand, and you will always feel hunger of that energy. If Venus is debilitated, you will always thirst for love. If Jupiter is debilitated, you will always think of wisdom. You will always try to run towards astrologers, Jyotish, and you will always try to learn things which are not of your forte. Something beyond you will try to learn. On one way it's good, on one way it's bad. It's all perspective in our life. Next, in the debilitation series, which I am going to start after my exaltation series gets over, I will actually explain each and every planet's debilitation in their houses, and I will also tell you that what exactly makes the planet debilitated, how long the planet will be debilitated, and what are the effects and the remedies for the debilitation planets. But in short, I will say the best remedy for debilitation of a planet in your horoscope is stop craving for that energy and try to fill that energy through karma. Suppose your Venus is debilitated in 10th house. Try to help people who are not getting married. Try to give medicine or donate medicine to NGOs. If your son is debilitated, try to respect your father. If you don't have cordial relationship with your father, try not to make that relationship or destroy that relationship further. Help people in authority who have lost their authority. If your Mars is debilitated, you should always be high on energy purposefully. You should do yoga, you should go gym, so that you have a continuous supply of energy. You will be like a fast depleting Android phone whose battery has become bad. So you will always be low in energy, so that you should always make yourself high in energy. If your moon is debilitated, you should meditate. You should not think of objects or desires which are not in your limit or which are not in your control. Unnecessary thoughts and desires will come. If Mars is debilitated, don't think about finance, just work. Karmanyevadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana. Don't think, don't calculate. You are not here to calculate, you are here to enjoy. So debilitation doesn't mean that the planet is actually bad, it also means it may be a blessing in disguise. So, before wearing any stone for debilitated planets or doing any upaya of debilitated planets, do consult a good astrologer so that he can actually explain you. And now you should also ask the question that why is this planet debilitated and how much this planet is debilitated and what kind of effects that debilitation planet will give you, because one single planet can change your entire life, because there are only 9 planets in 12 houses and there are billions of people in this world just born from this permutation, and each one is different. Thank you for watching Puneet's Astrology Debilitation video. Stay tuned for the more videos coming soon. This Debilitation Planet video is an introduction of a future series which I will be uploading once the Exaltation series goes over, and then you will have the Debilitation video for each planet. Thank you for watching Puneet's Astrology. Do subscribe the video by subscribe my channel by clicking the subscription button below. And once again, if you have any comments, you do comment in the comment section, give me suggestions. If you want me to upload any special video that you think of, do give me suggestions. I'm open to anything. My phone number and my email address is in the comment section and the description section below. So I leave it up to you. If you want to ask any questions, you can drop a mail to me. Thank you guys. Thank you.